Hey everybody, Jeremy Whitaker here. Welcome to another edition of Grind Time. Today we're going to be talking about something that is going to be super important for anybody just getting started in this industry. Yes, I'm going to be talking about brand new agents. How can you have success? I'm going to be giving you some tips. These are things that I don't just think will lead you to success. I know that if you take them to action, if you put them to work, right, you will be successful in the insurance industry. First thing you need to do is you've got to find yourself a good reason why you're even in this business. It has to be there. That's got to be the foundation of it, because let me tell you, it's not going to take very long for things to get tougher than you expected for them to be, right? It's not going to take very long before it's going to be like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. And you need to be able to remember why you're in this business in the first place. Is it because you really love to help people? Is it because you're trying to build something for your family? I've heard stories of people doing this business because of somebody that they care about. It really doesn't matter. It's got to be your true reason why you're doing this, and you've got to be able to use that to get through those hurdles. So the first thing is you've got to figure out why, baby, why you're doing this. Now, second thing that you need to be figuring out is what it takes, right? And I'm not talking about what it took for me. I'm not talking about what it takes for some other people. I'm talking about what does it take for you and your family to survive, first off, but not only to survive, but to begin to build the lifestyle that you're wanting to live. What's that in a dollar amount, right? Figure that out. Is that $4,000 a month, right? Is that $4,000 a week? What does it take for you? And that way we can work those numbers and we can make up a commitment. You've got to have a commitment. Second thing for all brand new agents is you've got to have a commitment. You cannot be in this business and expect to do well, expect to succeed on a high level and not be committed. It's the committed who succeed in this industry, in business, right? The third thing that you've got to do if you want to be a successful brand new agent is you've got to establish yourself a routine, right? Now that I know what my commitments are, I know what I'm saying that, hey, I'm going to run 20 appointments a week because it takes me 20 appointments to sit down with 15 to keep and get applications on half of those, and that's $7,000 in premium, and I needed $3,000 a week. Whatever the math looks like for you, right? You're getting my drift. But you've got to have a routine to get you there. You've got to be doing certain things during certain hours, right? If I set this time aside to work my business, I need to be working my business. If this is dialing time, I'm supposed to be prospecting, I'm supposed to be calling and setting appointments, and that's the time that I need to be using to set appointments. I have to have a good routine to separate, first off, my life from my work and my business, right? And that's one of the most important things that you can do for yourself right away. The fourth thing that you can do right away, the fourth tip that I'm going to give you today, is accountability. It's easy to skip out on a routine with nobody to hold you accountable, right? I don't like being held accountable. I don't like doing some of the work some of the times. There's some days I just don't feel like it. And if it's up to me, I'm going to take it off, right? But if I've got a group of people or 2 or 3 other people that I use to hold me accountable, whether that be my mentor, whether that be a coach that you pay, whether that be a team of people, you need somebody to hold you accountable because you're less likely to go back and not do what you plan to do this week, right? So the last tip that I'm going to give you outside of we've got accountability is the best tip I can give you. See, everybody says, hey, I want to be successful. Everybody says, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to set this thing on fire. Hey, I'm going to be the best sales agent you've ever seen. Hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to write the biggest week that the company's ever seen. I'm going to be on the top of the leaderboard every week. Y'all ain't seen nothing like me. A lot of people can talk like that, but a lot of folks aren't willing to take action. And the most important thing is taking action. I think that's above every other thing, because if you don't take action, you're not going to accomplish these big dreams. You spent the time getting your routine. You spent the time getting accountability buddies. You spent your time doing all these things, buying the leads. You spent your time making your list of people and calling through them. You spent your time doing that, and you did not take action. You've got to put all the resources, all the tools, all the things that you've got at your disposal, and you've got to do the work, right? You cannot rely on just the learning. You cannot rely on just sitting back and watching somebody else do it. You've got to take action. You've got to go out and fail. You've got to be able to learn from it. You've got to be able to go out and get your own wins and to be able to build your own story. The most important thing that you can do is you can get up and you can take action. You can pick up the phone. You can get on and knock on some doors. You've got to take action and do it today. These are the tips that's going to make every brand new sales agent super successful. I'm looking forward to seeing you get there.